Global Events, Shocking Impact on Stock Markets, Risks and Opportunities, 2025. Here are the lessons to be learned. Lesson 1. Global events like trade wars and typhoons shake the PSE, cutting stock values fast. Filipino investors can counter with PhilStock's PH diversification to shield their pesos. Lesson 2. Geopolitical tensions disrupt trade, hitting PSE energy and tech stocks hardest. Spreading bets across ASEAN markets softens the blow for Pinoy portfolios. Lesson 3. BSP rate shifts and infra spending lift or sink PSE sectors like banking and construction. Tracking policy cues helps Filipinos ride economic waves to profit. Lesson 4. Typhoons and pandemics slam PSE retail and tourism, but green stocks rise with ESG focus. A balanced 10,000 pesos mix on PhilStock's PH preps Pinoys for recovery wins. Lesson 5. Long-term PSE gains beat short-term panic patience, and stop losses are key. Staying informed via local news keeps Filipino investors ahead in 2025's chaos. The global storm, how events shake the PSE. Buckle up. Philippines' global events are rocking the stock market and the Philippine Stock Exchange. PSE feels every jolt. Geopolitical unrest like US-China trade wars or Middle East tensions sparks volatility, slashing investor confidence. Picture this: a 2025 South China Sea flare-up hikes oil prices, rattling our energy stocks like Meralco. Economic shifts from US rate hikes to peso dips, 58 pesos to $1 last year, ripple through PSE giants like BDO Natural Disasters. Typhoon Karina's 2024 havoc cost 3 billion pesos, denting retail stocks. Pandemics, COVID-19's 2020 crash cut the PSEI by 30% in weeks. This chapter thrusts you into the chaos. Global storms hit Manila hard, but opportunities lurk. With PhilStock's PH, you're in the game. Will you ride the waves or wipe out? Let's unpack how these forces shape your pesos in 2025. Geopolitical jitters, tensions test Pinoy portfolios. Geopolitical unrest is a PSE powder keg. Kabayan. Difference #1. Trade and tariffs US. China slaps sanctions on tech, clipping firms like Globe Telecom tied to Huawei gear. Difference #2. Conflict zones. Middle East oil shocks spike fuel costs, squeezing our transport stocks. Think LT Group. In 2025, South China Sea tensions could disrupt our $40 billion trade with China. Per PSA data, SM Investments feels that pinch. Defense stocks might surge, but energy and retail, they wobble. This chapter paints a spy thriller vibe. Global powers flex, PSE trembles. Filipino investors diversify. Mix in stable basin plays via PhilStock's PH to dodge the chaos. Will you outsmart the unrest or get caught in the crossfire? The stakes are high. Let's dive deeper. Economic wins. Policy shifts steer the PSE. Economic twists turn the PSE into a roller coaster. Difference #3. Policy moves Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. BSP rate hikes to 6.5%. In 2024, cooled inflation, but slowed BPI's loan growth. US Fed cuts? They lift our exporters like Jollibee. Overseas sales soar as the peso holds. Difference #4. Fiscal boosts Marcos's 5 trillion pesos infra plan pumps construction stocks. Megawide up 10% in 2024. But tax hikes? They drag consumer plays like Purigold. In 2025, our 6% GDP growth per World Bank lures investors, yet a China slowdown could stall exports. This chapter's your economic compass. Policy winds blow hot and cold. Pinoy tip track. BSP signals on PhilStock's PH to ride the updraft. Will you sail to profit or stall? Let's chart the course. Nature and crisis, disasters and health. hit hard. Mother Nature and pandemics pack a PSE punch. Difference #5 Environmental shocks. Typhoon Yolanda. 2013 slashed GDP 0.7%. Tanking agri-stocks like Universal Robina. In 2025 climate risks loom our $3.2 billion annual disaster tab, per McKinsey, rattles retail and infra. Health crises? COVID-19's lockdown crushed tourism stocks. Bloomberry down 40%, but pharma like Unilab quietly climbed. ESG's rising investors eye green firms like FirstGen as Evida electrifies jeepneys. This chapter's a survival saga. Storms and viruses test resilience. Filipino hack spread bets across sectors on Phil stocks. PH. A 10,000 pesos mix could weather the hit. Will you brace for impact or cash in on recovery? The PSE's fate hangs in the balance. Let's face it head on. Winning moves, Pinoy strategies for global chaos. Time to triumph. Philippines master global events with smarts. Diversification's your shield blend. PSE blue chips, Ayala with US ETFs via Phil stocks. PH. A 20,000 peso spread softens a 2025 crash. Long-term vision. PSEI's 10-year climb from 6,000 to 7,500 proves patience pays. Don't panic sell when typhoons or tariffs strike. Risk tool stop losses on volatile growth stocks like Serpa save cash. Stay sharp, monitor Bloomberg for Fed moves or ABS-CBN for local buzz. Behavioral edge, dodge herd panic. Bet on ESG winners like AC Energy. This chapter's your Pinoy playbook. Global chaos is your stage. Will you build a legacy or buckle? In 2025, with tech like GC Cash funding trades, your unstoppable seize the PSE crown.